What's up everybody, Dr. Derek Wilcox, Asheville Chiropractic, and today we're shooting a video to help us understand and learn some exercises that are great for our lower back. Lower back pain does affect 92% of our population, so when 92% is affected, it's not necessarily a matter of if you're gonna have lower back pain, but more or less when. So if you're already having it, these are gonna be things to help us strengthen and prevent and be proactive about preventing another flare-up. Or maybe you're in that 8% that's never had it, and this is a very positive deposit in that bank account of your health overall to keep your vitality and adaptability at its full God-given potential and keep you from potentially having some lower back issues. And so these are gonna be 3 exercises we're gonna focus on today. They are really simple and easy, and what they're gonna be is they're gonna be for a beginner, somebody who's beginning their fitness journey or beginning to work out or is having some severe pain and moving is an uncomfortable thing. These are gonna help us start that journey moving towards our more vitality or more health overall. But maybe you're more advanced in working out or this is familiar to you. So these are gonna be a really, really great, easy warm up that you can do, especially if you're gonna do a heavy leg day or some core workout or anything like that that's gonna be putting a lot of stress and strain on our lower back. These are gonna be exercises to help make sure that those muscles are warmed up and ready to carry the load of weight that you're potentially putting and stressing yourself that day. Our practice does very strongly believe in that it is essential to our health that we continue through all ages of life to lift heavy, significant weight. And so these are a good way and a good warm-up to help us engage in those activities without creating any further damage or harm to allow us again to function at that full God-given potential, which is always our goal here. And so this is Jaden. Jaden is going to be our model here today. What he's going to do is he's going to walk through some of these exercises. I'm going to use kind of some key points and teach, but the first one we're going to begin with is going to be simply called cat and cow. And so Jaden's going to get down on the floor here. He's going to be on his hands and knees. And so a couple key things when we get on our hands and knees that we want to focus on. The one thing that Jaden's doing a good job of here is the position of his hands and arm. We want to make sure there's a 90-degree angle here. Same with our wrist. We don't want to be too far out or too far under. That can put a lot of stress and strain on our wrist. But that 90-degree angle there helps keep our joint in a really healthy place. And the same thing here with his hip and lower back. There's a 90-degree angle there that we see. So that's going to be a key position to start in. And so what he's simply going to do is move through some exercises to mimic the animals, right? So the first thing is a cat. What we're going to think of is we're going to think of that cat or that Halloween decoration. The cat, when it gets scared, it arches its back up. And so Jaden is arching his back upward, kind of pushing from the ground up, trying to increase the curve and stretch there. After he's there for a few seconds, he's now going to go like he's on Thanksgiving. He's ate 12 pounds of turkey. He's letting his belly sag and hang. He is pushing his belly button to the floor essentially and increasing that curve here. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're simply just going to work back and forth through these exercises, pushing that back up and then slowly letting that belly sag the opposite direction. And we're going to just work back and forth with here. Okay? What he's going to do is he's going to reach the cat position 10 times, and then he's ideally going to get into that cow position 10 separate times. Our goal here would be is what we'd want to do is we'd work through these exercises. We would do 10 up, 10 down, and then we would do 3 sets of that total overall there, okay? So first exercise, cat and cow, really good stretch, strengthen for the lower back there. Also is going to hit some of our middle back, some of our core. So again, really good, easy, simple exercise there. We don't need that yet. I don't know why I picked that up. Next thing we're going to do then is we are going to focus more on our glutes. Glutes would be the muscles of our butt essentially. Almost every single person we encounter here with lower back issue has weak glutes. And so they're going to be really, really, really important muscles to make sure they're really, really good and strong. And so Jaden is going to stay on the floor here. What he's going to do is he's going to lay on his back, kind of like he's in a sit-up position. And instead of doing a sit-up, glute bridge, what we do is he is going to drive his weight off his heels and essentially push his butt up off the ground, okay? What he's going to do is he's going to reach that position. We want to make sure our head stays neutral on the ground. We're not trying to crunch up or anything like that. And then he's simply going to lower back down there, okay? And as soon as his butt hits, he comes back up again, right? So there is 2 reps essentially for Jaden. And we go down and back up. Really focusing on squeezing our butt cheeks there. Driving that weight through our heels is a really important thing. We also want to make sure we're engaging our core, right? Trying to squeeze our belly button to our spine there. That helps keep that core really good engaged with that as well. So glute bridge, okay, is on the ground, pulsing that hip, butt from the ground up. and as we go up, we slowly lower back down. As soon as that butt hits the ground, we explode back up off that again. There are some further variations you can look out for when we teach this. You can do a single leg glute bridge and so forth. There's going to be more in an advanced setting there. So again, there are variations to that we're going to teach and get into more in later videos there, but that's a really good, simple, easy, basic one to begin to strengthen our glutes, which are a really vital muscle in the overall health of our lower back. Last but not least, these came up off the floor here now. And so we're going to grab a band, right? And so bands, again, really simple, easy thing for us to have at home. You can get them on Amazon. We have them here. Lots of different places. Different colors mean different strengths. And so it's important to make sure you have the right color band for the right color strength for yourself. And so what we have is a red band here today. Red band is a really good, just medium strength overall. And so what we're going to do, we're going to do a banded good morning, okay? And so a good morning, what we do is we want to focus feet shoulder width apart. We're going to put the band under our feet, and then we're going to stretch that band up and over our head to where it goes around our neck, okay? And so now that it is up and over our back, that band is wanting to pull us forward, and that's essentially the motion we're going to go through. So what we're going to focus on here is we are going to drive our hips and glutes backwards here. So we're going to bend at that waist, focusing on driving that hips and butt backwards essentially. We should feel a really good stretch in our hamstrings with this. And then we're slowly going to work our way back up, pushing our hips up and through there, really feeling at the top there. We contract our butt, make sure we get a really good contraction there. So hips and so forth being driven backwards slowly, knees slightly bent, feeling a great stretch in our hamstrings as we're doing this, and really, really, really squeezing our butt there, okay? The other key point for this is we are not rounding and rolling our shoulders forward there. We keep our back really good and flat. We focus on, like we talk about in some of our mid-back or upper back videos, squeezing that pencil between our shoulder blades there, really engaging those shoulder blades, making sure that upper back, again, isn't rounded here. We don't need to do any further rounding with that. Most of us, because sitting or cell phones or what we would call more of an upper cross syndrome, we kind of fall into this posture here as it is. So it's really important that our back stays really good and flat as we're going in that position there, okay? Going to help strengthen a lot of the muscles in that lower back, as well as strengthen our glutes as we've talked about. Also, you're going to really work hamstrings here as well. A lot of times people don't know that. A lot of lower back pain is directly correlated to hamstring tightness and weakness. And so hamstrings are really, really, really important, big, strong muscle to make sure that we have engaged and working at its full potential. Also, a lot of correlation between men, low T, you see that out there everywhere. If our legs are not good and strong, specifically our hamstrings, our testosterone levels are significantly diminished. So if you want to get your testosterone up, strengthen your legs, strengthen your hamstrings, strengthen your glutes overall, and it will drive that free testosterone up significantly there, which is good not only for men, but really people of all ages, shapes, and sizes there to stay hormonally balanced, which is a whole nother video. So as always here, just a quick review. What we're doing is we're doing cat-cow. We have our glute bridge, and then we're going to wrap that up with our banded good mornings, okay? Point of exercises, you don't do these in place of the adjustment. You do these to enhance the quality of the adjustment that we're doing. A strong, healthy muscular system supports a strong, healthy skeletal system, which surrounds and protects our most important system in our body that God created, which is our nervous system. A nervous system functioning at its best keeps somebody at their highest vitality, their best and greatest health overall, to live the long-lasting life that God created for you. Like and subscribe as always, and we look forward to connecting with you always.